You don't have the right to even hold your breath. Nature has not given you. Nature must be supremely intelligent by not giving you that capability to even hold your breath. Because nature knows if you try to hold something, it perishes. The friendship that is really a true friendship is devoid of any attachment. We're talking about true friendship. Let me tell you another thing. We all want to learn and grow in life, yes? How do you really learn a subject? How do you really learn a subject? You go to the class, attend it, right? But you really learn a subject when you start to teach it to somebody. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah? Now, the point that I'm making here, and I'll integrate your attachment thing into that. We've become too obsessed with self-help. And we've forgotten this principle. If you go out and help somebody, only then you will be able to help yourself. It's an indirect process. And when you do that, there is no scope for attachment. Wherever you form an attachment, that relationship is doomed. We know that in our heart. Because we know the truth. You can't even hold your breath. You're talking about holding somebody. You follow what I'm saying? There are some poisons that we have. We should know those poisons. Because if we know the poisons, we can be away from the poisons. We all have those poisons. Attachment is one of those. If you want to get attached, because the poison is there, and there's a reason I'm calling attachment as a poison. Shiva, the one who consumed all the poison, and his throat became blue, the Nilakantha. Why don't you give your poison of attachment to Shiva? If you want to be attached, attach to him. Or any deity of your choice. You follow? So give direction to this poison. Otherwise, it will just get spread in your relations and day-to-day life, and it will spoil everything.
Thank you. Does the same apply to romantic relationships?
Absolutely. More so. More so. The problem with romantic relationship is, and I'm not against romance, you direct all your needs and expectations on one person. You want this person to be your financial planner. You want this person to manage your appointments, to manage your kitchen, to manage your travel itineraries, to become your therapist, to become a partner, to become your mental healer, to become your mentor, to become your life coach, and to become your servant, and to become somebody you own. Are you seeing the scale here? And in that process, each of this role, you're very attached to this. And you want that one person to fulfill all of this because you're attached. And then that person becomes burdened with all your expectations and roles and attachments. And the relationship starts to fall apart. Because if I start to expect all of that from you, or anybody starts to express all of that from you, you will get eternally burdened and you would want to run away from that. Remember, nobody enjoys burden. Nobody wants extra load. Nobody. And attachment is a big load. Very big load. And that starts to take the life force out of that relationship. Because attachment is holding. As I said, you don't have the right to even hold your breath. Nature has not given you. Nature must be supremely intelligent by not giving you that capability to even hold your breath. Because nature knows if you try to hold something, it perishes. Yeah. A funny thing happened this morning. Somebody came to meet us. And then the other somebody gave fresh leaves to this person. Fresh leaves. Alive, fresh leaves. But this person who got the fresh leaves, these were mint leaves. This person unknowingly held those leaves very tightly. Within a few seconds, they turned black. They withered away. If those leaves were there on the table, they wouldn't have turned black in few hours, but they died very, very quickly because of the holding. You follow what I'm saying? Nature has not given you that capability for some reason. If you try to hold as an attachment that relationship, it will wither away very soon. You want your relation to have longevity? Release it. And Maitri is the way for that. Maitri is sacred friendship. If you treat your partner as a sacred friend, I'm using the word sacred friend, then that relationship will not wither away. You know, Buddha's greatest disciple called Ananda was the best friend of Buddha. You know who's Shiva's best friend? The bull called Nandi, who's always with Shiva. They don't hold each other, but they're always together. Their relation is eternal because it's based on this sacred friendship principle. Yeah. Hope it helps to flower the love more.